Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, Regis Kilbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and this is a deck spotlight on a Murloc Shaman deck created by the professional player Amnesiac. Now, Amnesiac is kind of a young star of Hearthstone, if you will, and he likes to play some pretty unusual deck lists from time to time. And this is one he was recently using to rank up in the Legend ranks, and it is definitely an unusual one. Now, Shaman, of course, is everywhere these days on the ranked ladder, but this is a fresh and unusual take that takes advantage of some of the Murloc synergies that do exist in the Shaman class, particularly the League of Explorers card, Every Fin is Awesome, which is a huge buff that gets very cheap based on the number of Murlocs you have. So it takes that Murloc spin and combines it with other really prominent aggressive Shaman cards like Tunnel Trog and Totem Golem, along with some aggressive neutral card staples like Argent Squire and Abusive Sergeant. It throws in an Evolve just to get some Old Gods fun in here, along with the new Bilefin Tide Hunter, which is a Murloc card that's even better thanks to the fact that it has Taunt, so it can really make some valuable plays there. And it basically just fuses this world of Murlocs and typical really aggressive Murloc starts with really aggressive minion-based Shaman starts as well. So it's not a mid-range Shaman. It's not doing any of the crazy stuff that you typically see Shamans doing these days. It's a little different, and it's surprising for opponents who run into it, and it gives you an edge early because you can really do crazy things to get off the nutty starts with Murlocs. That said, I think it's a little inconsistent as a deck, so maybe not necessarily the best ladder deck over long periods of time. But if you find a metagame that's not great at clearing minions in the first few turns, you might be able to make it work. So now that you've seen the list, I want to go ahead and just take it out onto the ranked ladder, see it in action, talk about mulligans and lines of play, and how to make this deck work as well as possible. Because essentially, the way this deck works, and the reason I think it's a tad too inconsistent, is that it's basically split in half. You have the sort of Shaman Overload start, and you also have the Murloc start. And if you draw like half of the pieces from one and half of the pieces from the other, then they don't necessarily fuse together all that well. So it can be somewhat challenging to fit all the pieces together. So we're playing another Shaman, so who knows what it's going to be, probably just a standard mid-range style Shaman. We're going to keep these two 2-drops. We do have the coin, so we can play either of these depending upon the situation. We can also just play the Murloc Tide Hunter, which is actually pretty good with the, the Tide Caller, which is pretty good with the Tide Hunter if we had the initiative, but we don't have the initiative. He actually had the 1-drop, so this is a little susceptible and probably just dies for free to that. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Totem Golem here to challenge the Tunnel Trog, and then we can follow up with the 1-drop next turn to start the Murloc chain, basically. Because we only have 1 mana next turn, so hopefully, yeah, I was going to say, hopefully he just Hero Powers here. It's not a Taunt Totem, and we get a nice, easy trade, and then we can start our Murloc fun pretty effectively. So this is an ideal start, honestly. Even Feral Spirits here doesn't really hurt us that much, because this will trade into it, and we'll still have some Murlocs out. We could also Flame Tongue as needed, but really we want to get the Murlocs out. I need a 1-drop here. That's not too bad. He's overloaded and denies his turn 4, so we didn't get the 1-drop, so we'll just play what we can, which is this. And we'll go ahead and kill this. It's really not a problem yet. It could be a problem with Lightning Storm. He may Lightning Storm, honestly. But if he doesn't, then we're going to have this nice buff happening. Yeah, so he does Lightning Storm, unfortunately. He's already scared. I was going to say it could matter because the buff would give those the amount of health that is relevant to Lightning Storm. So here, again, we'll just play a lot of dudes. I'm going to clear this off just to stop any shenanigans with like Primal Fusion or something. I'll play this. I think I'll play this here to give me some flexibility. I don't want to sacrifice my taunt with a Flame Tongue Totem, so putting this in the middle, I can either attack for 4 or 3, depending upon my needs, right, with the Flame Tongue Totem. I can also... Everyfin is awesome. Sir Finley's a good draw. We'll just get another buff out with him. The mana's still going to be a little awkward, but definitely steady shot here, because we're going to be pushing for a lot of damage this turn. I don't think I have to kill that now. I think we're fine to just push face. So we have a lot of damage. He does not have a lot of answers. He's already Lightning Stormed. Flame Tongue's going to be good here. We can trade and do a lot of stuff. That's a fine card as well, because we'll actually be able to fit everything. He might just be dead. I haven't done the math just yet, but yeah, he's just super dead. He's just super dead. So yeah, his Lightning Storm was good, but thankfully we were able to reload pretty quickly, and we didn't even need the good Murloc cards, right? Everyfin is awesome was able to win the game for us, honestly. Is it Everyfin is awesome or Everyfin can happen? I don't know the names of the cards. Which one is the Shaman card and which one is the Paladin card? I gotta check real fast just so I'm sure that it's correct. I think it's Everyfin is awesome. Yeah, Everyfin is awesome. Okay. Alright, that makes sense with the fact that it buffs every Murloc and makes it better. The name certainly fits. So we'll keep going. This is a great example of just steamrolling an opponent. You can see how good the buff was. We basically had a 3-mana card that gave, I think, 5 or 6 minions, +2/+2, or maybe it's just 4. Either way, ridiculous value, right? It's super value if you're able to stick the minions. So we got another Shaman. That's not at all surprising because they're everywhere, always. So again, we have the Tidecaller start here, which is pretty intriguing. I'm going to keep the Rockbiter just to answer a Tunnel Trog. I can actually Tidecaller coin Rockbiter. The Cold Light Seer is sort of intriguing, but I won't be able to play it right away. So I think I'm going to look for 2-drop Murlocs instead. Sir Finley's at least something that can buff Tidecaller, but not probably ideal. Let's just see what he does on turn 1 that's going to heavily influence how we play this. So I can still Tidecaller coin Rockbiter. It's really bad against like Totem Golem though, because this will just be like a 2/2 with a Finley out. I could alternatively just Rockbiter this turn and Tidecaller Finley next turn, which I think I like a little better. At the very least, it gives me some flexibility depending on what he does. If he Totem Golems, that still doesn't feel very good. So I could wait and get like a War Leader Tidecaller turn. It's cool that we have both War Leaders, but they're honestly a little slow for this deck. You can Tidecaller coin Bluegill, but that doesn't feel great. I think I'll just Finley here. This goes to a 2/2 if I play it and Finley. I guess that's actually not the worst. If he makes the trade, that's going to have 2 health, which the Bluegill can tidy up. Oh, crap! I didn't mean to click that. Oh, man. I was just fiddling. I'm a clicker. Oh, that's the wrong hero power. I think there's a steady shot, too. Either way, that's like the worst one. We don't want that one for sure. I know that. Okay. So this is intriguing. We can War Leader and trade here, and it will live with 1 health. And then this is sort of annoying, but we can't kill it yet. Could also Abusive Sergeant and just kill it outright. Could also Abusive Sergeant here and Bluegill here. I think I like that better. This gives me the most resilient board. Plus now I have 2 War Leaders. I can't play them both, but I mean I can War Leader and coin heal one of my minions. I did not mean to grab that. Obviously it's the worst. Get something bad. They always get something good when I play. So that will be good. Unfortunately I can kill both. I can kill both. This is a fine turn. I could coin heal here, but I could also coin double 3-drop next turn. So I think I like that better. Because if I get these both out, he's never going to deal with my board. He will never answer my board, ever. Get something bad. That's pretty good. Lightning Bolt's pretty good too. Oh, he's clearing my board! No! It's the worst! This will give me a 3/5 and a 4/4, wouldn't it? Man, I don't know which of these I need to kill. I think I can leave the Mana Tide alive. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and look for more Murlocs. I really need to get this buff on more Murlocs, I think. I wish I had a different hero power. I'm really bad. Really bad. I'm just clicking around like a madman. Alright, well that's a pretty bad turn. Totem Golem doesn't actually help my strategy much. In fact, the Overload hurts it a little. I think we'll still play it. I hope I didn't have Life Tap as a choice. Life Tap would be so good right now. I'd have 2 turns and I'd have 2 extra cards. It would just be so stupidly good. I think we're falling behind now. He has just more card depth than we do. Like, every card he draws is more valuable than the cards we draw. So it's going to be very tough for us to recover here. Partly probably because I picked the wrong hero power, but... So that's what we were looking for, but see, now the Overload killed us. It's 8 mana, and we only have 6. With 7 with a coin. So that's what I was saying, the Overload here actually is pretty detrimental. The heal there is quite good, honestly, but his board is so gross at this point. It's going to be hard. We're very susceptible to stuff like Lightning Storm, too. That's pretty slow again. If he keeps doing slow stuff, we have a shot. I mean... He doesn't have big minions that trade right now. He's just drawing a lot of cards. It's so slow. So now I have the mana necessary. I don't think we're going to be able to get that off, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, it's going to 3, so we can't play it just yet. But we do have a pretty solid board. If this stuff lives, and he doesn't have a lot to trade right now. It's 2 damage. I mean, Lightning Storm helps. Yeah, man, with the hero power too. Oh, a lot of stuff live, but he can kill 2 more of these at least. He probably has 2nd Lightning Storm, though, as many cards as he has. He's going to double Lightning Storm. If he lets stuff live, he should obviously kill this one. And after that, it doesn't really matter, but... If I draw a good Murloc card here, we got a shot. Still very, 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 very unlikely, but we got a shot. It's pretty good. It's really good. He's gonna go face. Why would you ever go face? It's so easy to kill one of those. And I'm a Murloc deck. Like, it's so wrong. You have to go face in that situation, I think. It's not really gonna help me much, because I don't even know if I can get through this. Evolve is actually pretty good. So these are... I think we'll evolve this guy. But he can't attack if I do that, right? So it doesn't really help. Everything is awesome does not enable me to kill this. Everything has 4 attack. It's just bad. This whole thing is bad. This would go to 5 health even if I heal it, so that doesn't really help. This would also go to 5 health if I heal it. Yeah, Evolve actually turns out to not be great here, because I can't attack and... I guess I still have to try. I guess I have to try. Yeah, it got worse. Honestly. It's not very good. I mean, it's not the worst, but look, I got this as a 3-drop, one of the worst 3-drops. Light Warden is actually okay. I could have coined to make it stronger. I'm just dead though, jeez Louise. The Evolve Everything is Awesome combo is really not great. Not a good set together. Well, it actually wouldn't have been bad if we could have attacked face or made some efficient trades, but in that scenario, pretty bad. Yeah, that game's a wipe anyway, because I selected a dumb hero power, so who knows if that could have went better if I wasn't an idiot. Probably so. But we'll keep trying. I think we did alright. Hey, it's not a shaman! Whoa! What do you want to bet at the zoo? I'll bet you $1 jillion. A jillion. Those are not great. Obviously, those are a little more responsive cards. You have to have a board before those help. The Rock Batter's okay, though, because we could really get derailed by, like, a Flame Imp on turn 1, so... Alright, so we gotta pass a turn, which sucks. We're so early game oriented and we don't have a turn 1 play. Totem Golem's great, though. Because we have a 2 to follow it up, too, so we can make Totem Golem work pretty well. Knife Juggler? Yeah. If I got a 1-drop, I'd probably consider rock biting that. But I didn't get a 1-drop, so the Totem Golem it is. Trades pretty well. It's very unlikely he's able to kill that Totem Golem with a Knife Juggler. It's just, he can't summon enough dudes to do that much damage. Unless he gets really lucky rolls. Or has that, I guess. But that's actually not a bad trade for me. Flame Imp's pretty good, though. Man, where are the cards? I think we're supposed to have cards in the deck that we can play. But the game would suggest otherwise. I don't really feel the hero power here. It's not like a mid-range deck where the hero power actually benefits you later. We don't have Thing from Below and all the dumb totem shenanigans. So, whoa! This guy's out of... This guy just started playing from like 2014. Holy crap, he just came back to the game. His deck is exactly as it was. So this is one of those hands I was talking about where we're so split. Like, we have Tunnel Trog, but nothing to benefit it. We have a couple Murlocs, but they can't be played together yet. I'm probably just gonna do this and consider evolving it. We'll get 2/2-drops out of it. So, I don't know, there's a chance they turn out to be good. But they're not. They're all... It's like the worst. That is the worst. It's just a free kill. Jeez. It's actually not bad with Flame Tongue Totem, I guess, technically. But no, it's a free kill. He's just gonna kill it. Didn't even get the Divine Shield burned. Like, come on, dude. Come on. Tiny Fin's gonna be good, but I don't think I can do it yet. I think I have to wait. The question is, do I play this as a heal? It's just a heal 3. I don't think so. I don't think so. These are good next turn. I mean, this is a good turn, but he's going to have so much stuff on board. Whoa! He's scared of Lightning Storm. Thank God. He should have... I mean, if he knew our attack, he would have traded the other way, because we don't have a way to do damage to that. He's really worried about Lightning Storm. It's really good for me. Okay, so we'll play this. It's really not a bad board. I mean, he can trade, but kill this pretty easily, and then these will get easier to kill. Because this is really just a 1/3 under there. Once the War Leader's dead, it dies pretty easily. What's going to happen here? He's already used both abusives. Double Elven Archer. The plays, man, the plays. Man, he loves that Divine Shield. What is the deal? Does he have like a Blood Knight coming? What is going on? I don't get it. Tiny Fin doesn't really help, but at least we can play a lot of stuff. Okay, so we'll do this for sure. I think we gotta kill this for sure. And I think we gotta kill this for sure. And then, I don't know that it matters where I play this. We might just be dead. He has 6 damage, but we have a pretty solid little board. I mean, he can make some good trades, but boom, boom. I don't know about minion placement here. It could matter, but put the best thing on the outside somewhere. I don't know if it mattered if it was left or right, but... Okay. It's not that good. Everything is awesome would have been pretty good. Oh, I gotta think about trades here. Might just have to keep that alive for now. I don't know. Could trade, but I give up my best minion to do it, so I don't feel great about that. Could trade here, trade there, trade there. This gets healed, so I'm kind of not wanting to kill it. I think I'm going to leave it alive. But the problem is it allows him to do an extra 1 damage to my face. No, it's fine. It's fine. If he does that, then he has a harder time making that work. So we'll just let that get healed. Might make a difference. We're probably just dead no matter what. But it could make a difference. Who knows? That's tough to kill. That's tougher to kill. He's gonna go face at least. No, he's not gonna go face. Okay. So we're just deadzo. Yeah, I don't think we have a draw here. I don't think we have a way out. He's got us. He's got 12 damage. Yeah, pretty awkward. Pretty awkward hand. I don't know if this was winnable. Maybe. Doubt it. Whoops. Alright, so not the best example of the deck, probably. A little awkward. We'll keep trying, though. I got faith. Pretty fast games, at least, so I don't feel too bad playing quite a few. I do think we're catching people off guard. I mean, he clearly was playing around Lightning Storm in that last game, which we don't have, so... That kind of stuff really does add up. It's hard to notice and see it sometimes, but it really makes a difference. Okay, so this is actually not a bad hand. We can Tiny Fin, Coin, Tidehunter, play the Tidehunter, or either one, you know, Bilefin or Murloc, and then follow up with a Cold Light. So we'll just keep this. My guess is it's an aggro shaman, which Argent Squire would really, really hurt, because it's just so good trading into this stuff. If the Argent Squires, will probably play the Tidehunter to force it to kill the Ooze instead of one of the Murlocs, because that could matter with buffs here, but Selfless Hero is not as bad. It's really not as bad. We will still play the Tidehunter, though, to make an awkward trade here and not allow him to kill one of the 2 health guys. It depends on what he does here. He's going to get an Argent Squire probably, so it's still kind of the same thing is going to be happening, but it's a little slower at least. Oh, well that doesn't actually help, so you can't have 2 Divine Shields. Secret. What is that going to be? So we got our own Argent Squire. I guess we'll test for like Noble Sacrifice. No, it must be Competitive Spirit. It's fine. We'll just play dudes. Playing the Murlocs for sure, because the Seer could be great here. And we might even get the Everything is Awesome off. He's going to kill at least 1, though. So I doubt it. We'd have to get a Tiny Fan or something. Tidehunter Argent Squire. Is that better than Cold Light Seer? I don't think so, because all these are already down to 3 health. What taunt is... What secret is that? Is it Sacred Trial? It's Redemption, I guess. It's Redemption. That certainly makes the most sense. So if it's Redemption, we're definitely going to go this way. We don't want it to get a Divine Shield when it comes back. And we'll actually clear. It's not good against Consecration, but he would have traded anyway, probably. If we're able to get the Tidehunter into the Everyfin... Man! Why? Why do you run that? Still, this is a pretty good recovery. I'm not going to lie. So the Everyfin is still quite good with the Argent Squire too. He can't have the second one, right? If he has a second Consecration, I think I'll just uninstall Hearthstone. That's actually not bad, because it steals a buff from me. If he didn't have a charge minion, we would have guaranteed ourselves an extra buff. I guess I'd rather have the Tide... I think I'd rather have the Tide Caller buffed than... Oh, actually, this just makes it cheaper too, so this allows me to get both. So we need to clear his board. He is a paladin, so he can do a lot of buffs and stuff. I damaged, instead of putting this one to 2, I'd rather put these a little lower, specifically for Consecration, but also for Healing Totem. The more things that are damaged, the more instantly Healing Totem can actually benefit. So we're going to test for Noble Sacrifice first. And keep our minion alive with the Divine Shield here. This will likely be Redemption and Competitive... It's not Redemption, so it must be Competitive Spirit. It might even be like Sacred Trial? I don't know. I'm not going to kill that, though. I think I'm just going to start going face. He's so low. We already have 15 damage. So, actually, this will put us really close to lethal. So... Repentance, okay, yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. Unfortunately, I can't hero power, but we've got the board, so... let's see what his 7/7 can do here. Consecration is good, but I think we might still win the game. Second Challenger, okay. Okay, that won't do it. Yep. That won't do it. Man, we recovered really nicely from that Consecration. That could have easily blown us out. This is a very susceptible deck to board clears, but we managed to still reload and pull off the Everyfin is Awesome. That's a really good card. I honestly haven't played with it that much, but it's winning games right now. The games that we're winning are because of Everyfin is Awesome. So you can see how just much raw power it has. I think that game, it was a 3-mana... 2/2 on like 5 minions. So we got a 10/10 buff for 3 mana. That's pretty sick. Okay, so we have a pretty good non-Murloc route here. But this is a really good Murloc to start with. I think I'm still going to send it back, though, and see what we get. Since we have such a smooth curve here, I'm going to be a little greedier. That's fine. It's no different, really. So the Argent Squire is good into both the Flame Tongue and the Totem Golem. So I think we're going to have a pretty good turn here. Abusive Sergeant's not threatening to Argent Squire either, so that's fine. I'll go ahead and play this. He'll go face. Probably means we're going to Totem Golem next turn. I don't think we'll need to Flame Tongue. Yeah, that's still true. Just Totem Golem. Tidehunter's too susceptible to those. We can actually Trog Coin Totem Golem. Next turn we'd have 2 mana, so we could still play Flame Tongue or a Murloc. So yeah, this is fine. In fact, it's quite good. He will probably be able to kill this with like an abusive sergeant or something, but it does, you know, it hampers his turn a little. He can't imp gang boss if he does that, so he may kill both these minions, but he'll have to play a 2-drop, and the Totem Golem will trade really favorably into a 2-drop. He may kill the Totem Golem here instead, which, same difference, right? We're saying the same thing, basically. So this villager is actually quite good against my board, because we're probably going to have a lot of 1 health stuff left. These will probably be both 1 health after I trade here. The Tidehunter will slow it down, though, so that's good. Good taunt here. He's trying to decide which of these to kill. I would always kill the Totem Golem. Not even knowing my deck. It's because it's a guaranteed higher damage, and you have the health right now, or you have the damage right now. Yeah, so we got to kill this. It's just too good, and again, the taunt here will stall that out. I'm curious if I should perhaps trade this way first. Is there any real benefit to it? I don't think so. If he's going to Mortal Coil something, it'd be one of the 2 ones anyway, so I think this is okay. I guess he could Mortal Coil. It doesn't matter. The Mortal... Well, that actually does matter. That's the 1 card that mattered. Because now he gets a 2nd knife, I guess. Yeah, it mattered. Jeez, it really did matter. Oh, it's not a great hand. I think I'll kill the Knife Juggler. I just have too much 1 health stuff. So it's more threatening than is the Direwolf, I think. Just gonna Hero Power here instead of the Flame Tongue. The Flame Tongue totem dies for free to these 2 minions. The taunt actually makes a big difference too. But if it wasn't a taunt, I was thinking I had an Abusive Sergeant next turn. Since it's the taunt, it won't work out that way. Doom Guard. I actually don't have a way to kill that. Whoa! Why would you do it that way? I don't think I'd do it that way. My hand is bad. Really, really bad. It's just like awful. Flame Tongue actually gets better now, doesn't it? It's just gonna kill the wolf though, and die for free. But I do want the wolf dead, so. I'm not in a great spot because I'm never going to be able to kill this, and I don't have a big enough board. These guys are good together, but they'll die to the Doom Guard pretty easily. He's going to leave the Flame Tongue up. It's 2 good minions, jeez. I don't think I can catch up here. Double War Leaders on top of each other. They actually trade pretty effectively. They're going to die, but by God, they trade pretty effectively. And if I play him like this, it might give him an awkward... I think this might mean my Flame Tongue survives. If he kills the Flame Tongue, he still doesn't trade into either one very well, because they both buff each other. Oh, whoa. Cool. It's the Shadow Flame Zoo, boys. You don't see it every day. I gotta save this, I think. It just doesn't do anything to the board. It might make a difference with some Murlocs later. This might just be a 5 health heal, the Tunnel Trog here. It's a 3 health heal instead. This might be a 5 health heal though. Same difference. So yeah, the Tunnel Trog actually healed 5. It's kind of funny. Totem Golem's not gonna do it. We're just falling behind here. He has life tap and we don't, so we lose this game every time. Like, we just never catch up on cards. We don't have a big enough turn. Is this a bot? I feel like his actions are very Nice. I don't think we have a way out here. Life tap blast. That's how you do it. Because what if that was another way to activate damage? Everything is awesome is actually, if I play this, it's going to cost 6. I can't even do it. Man, that sucks. This doesn't even keep me alive, but it's the technically correct play, I think. Alright, so that was pretty tough. I'm not sure where we lost that game. I'd have to think back. I feel like he had some pretty good clears. Maybe it was not killing the possessed villager into the knife juggler. He gave him 1 extra knife that way, which did kill a minion, I think, so it was relevant. We also, that doesn't play around Darkshire Councilman either, not killing the possessed villager. We got a little greedy, and I think it backfired on us. So that's going to wrap it up for me and the Murloc Shaman by Amnesiac. Pretty cool deck, honestly. Not the most consistent, as you saw. I think we probably went like 2 and 3. So, I don't know. We need a little more practice. Need to run into the right stuff on the ranked ladder to really see some wins strung together. But if you're looking for a crazy fun deck that's pretty fast to play and not your typical everyday shaman, this list might be a halfway decent alternative. I mean, Amnesiac was using it to climb the legend ranks moderately successfully. Of course, the legend meta is a different meta than the ranking up meta. It's often a little weirder stuff and harder to predict and play around. So weirder decks tend to do a little better in legend ranks than they do on the ladder, where it's typically more consistent, refined meta decks. So not sure it's the best ladder deck ever, but certainly a fun diversion and a nifty new way to play. So give it a shot if you're feeling a little courageous and you're feeling a little Murloc-y. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, game on.